Hello everyone, time for another part of Mass Effect. We are finally in Mass Effect 3. Last time we did the prologue, which was Earth and Mars. I guess technically we're still in the prologue as I haven't got to explore the Normandy, so that's kind of like the opening up of the game is getting onto the Normandy. Alrighty, so let's enjoy the Citadel.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Citadel. This is Docking Bay D-24. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation.
Even though CERTA supposedly went under during the events of the last game, because we didn't help them in the first game. But plot's got a plot, so oh well. Choice don't matter. Missing a side quest didn't matter.
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D-24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
So this couple's ongoing story.
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified.
So I guess we'll listen in.
Strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up.
Look how much dust is in the air. Do you see all those little particles?
And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
It's not snow or rain. We're on the Citadel.
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
Laughs in Engineer Class Shepard. I'm not, but you could play as one. They don't put engineers on the front lines. Yeah, tell it to all the engineer Shepards and party members throughout the trilogy. Engineers don't go on the front lines. That's adorable.
Ma'am, I can't say when we're deploying or where or why.
Oh look, it's a crew member we could recruit.
Last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the Council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Hey look, it's a minor internet celebrity no one remembers
just who I was
anymore.
looking for. Diana Allers,
Like I guess
Network.
they
I think
thought,
we can help each other.
oh,
I don't have the greatest track
gamers
record.
watch this internet program
I know,
back when it was
and it
on,
hasn't
which it
exactly
doesn't even
endeared you
exist
to a galactic
anymore.
audience.
So let's put
That
her
could
in the
change.
game.
I'm a military reporter with the
And
show
let's
called
sex her up,
Battle
too.
Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets.
Because, you
Producers
know,
want me embedded
not
on
wearing a
board
lot
ship,
of clothes
and
is
I
what
want
get
that ship to
people
be the
going.
Normandy.
I mean,
Why
I
would I
know,
want that?
on paper that sounds correct,
Wars can be won
but,
or lost in the
like, we're
editing room.
number 3,
This
most
war needs
players
to be won.
already have committed
I've got alliance
romances.
security clearance and
Not to mention
operating
there's
room crew.
better characters
You get
than
veto power
her,
over
even
the
if you
segments
were
I
going to
file.
start a fresh
Can
one.
you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Like, the only reason to recruit her is because she helps your effective military score. That's the only reason to bring her, because she doesn't actually add anything. And guess what section of the ship she gets? She gets Zaid's room, so she gets the garbage chute. So there you go. Let's put the garbage in garbage.
Tell your producers yes. For
At
now.
least with Zaid there, you can say, oh, he takes out the
to
trash.
the ship as soon
But in
as
this
possible.
case, she is the
questions?
trash.
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
You're not military. Why are you saluting me, stupid lady? So for those who actually do like her, fine, whatever. I don't need to piss on your parade, but yeah, see, she's a war asset. That's like the only reason I actually grab her. But like, she's such a nothing character. It's like, oh, let's get an internet celebrity. I bet none of you in the comments even know who the hell she is. Does anyone know without looking up who she is? Because that's her face. Well, it's close enough to her face. Like, they didn't super motion capture her. They probably just modeled it based on her face. Do you know who she is? I know her name. I don't really know who she is, but I know the internet show she used to. I don't know if she hosted it per se, but she starred in it.
Please select a destination. One moment, please.
So we're going to Huerta first. And why do I say it funny like that? Because the game says it funny like that. Watch when we leave the elevator.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial.
See? See? Didn't it say it funny? They put so much emphasis on it. It's like when politicians are trying to convince the Latino community to vote for them, they'll roll their R's just for that moment, and then they'll go back to however they say things normally. Yeah, let's put emphasis on it, you know. Draw attention to it instead of, you know... Shopaholic? That's the name of the trophy. I didn't even buy anything yet. So, I guess I should buy all this crap. Yeah. It's not buying on the ship is what you shouldn't do, because you get discounts if you go to the stores, even though we don't actually have a discount.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
So I don't know what all that crap goes to, but I have it, so I won't need it. So here's another little storyline that'll play throughout the thing.
I want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
But this crazy lady killed like Joker's sister or something like that. Did something dumb like
I
that.
could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What
My
color
God,
are they
everyone
right
loves
now?
throwing the
Maybe
PTSD
you could tell
around.
me what
She could
happened.
just be, you know, crazy. Like, she wasn't a frontline soldier. She survived one encounter with the Reapers. Like, obviously that could cause stress and traumatize someone, but, like, everyone just throws that around. Oh, an experience traumatized you, so it's PTSD. Yeah, never mind actually getting an official diagnosis or even giving them any sort of treatment. Oh, PTSD. Let's just throw that word around. Have it no meaning for all the people who actually have PTSD.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital.
And there's so many people these days. It's like, oh, I got anxiety. Oh, I got this. Self-diagnosed. Then they don't even do anything to treat it, just so they can have a little shield for any time they get criticism.
Contamination protocols at all times while in this area.
And for those who actually have any disorder, I don't mean any offense towards you. I meant to people who fake it just so they get treated better, because they have their own personal emotional problems. I know, that's off topic. Yeah, well, feel free to slam me in the chat, in the comments, saying, hey, keep on topic. So I know I tell you guys I'm tapping the sign. Keep it on video games, movies, TV shows, and comic books and books. Alright, let's talk to
Any other
them.
important areas I should know about?
Hang on, people, I am gonna open the window!
Which is tagged to your biometrics.
I know, it seems silly to say, because I'm still talking. I didn't take my headset off.
Temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species...
Well, I guess I meant to say that in the case of the screen sitting still, but thankfully their yammerings have kept going. Alright, there's Citadel, any
You
species.
can really cover treatment for any kind of species here?
I mean, it's the Citadel. Are you really surprised by that?
Surpasses all requirements needed for any
Huerta.
multi-species
I know, I'm talking over it all. Well, there's subtitles and who cares?
Attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
You have doctors of each species, I would think.
Undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients.
Well, you would think with people fleeing the Reapers that doctors would be getting away from their planet that's under siege and then work here. Although, you would think the Reapers would hit the Citadel since that's like their tool. That's usually how they start invasions, is they hit the Citadel. So it's weird in this cycle they chose to ignore the Citadel. I don't know if that's a plot hole or because they had to manually get here rather than use the portal system that the Citadel has. But yeah, it's never explained why don't the Reapers go to the Citadel in the beginning of the invasion? It would make sense. I guess because, well, obviously the gameplay reasons why, oh, we needed a hub world that made sense. We need a place to talk to the Council. And not everyone's going to have the Ascension in their file. Otherwise, it would probably be the Ascension on the constant move, which would make more sense, like fleets constantly on the move, because it's hard to track down a fleet in space rather than a fixated planet or space station.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States.
Yeah, fictional. Like, they made up a fictional president. Why? To say a member of the Alliance. Like, it's so dumb.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
What is happening? Do you see me? I was like magnetized or something. That was really weird. Okay, so we got Dr. Chakwas and we got Dr. Michelle. Let's talk to Dr. Chakwas.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How's she doing?
Very
Let's say
well,
robot. I hate this
considered.
synthetic garbage.
I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michelle's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
So, here's the dealio. You can bring her back onto the Normandy and be part of your crew, or you can have her work in the lab so she becomes a war asset. From what I've heard, she actually is a better war asset than Dr. Michelle, because that's what you get. If you take her on take her onto your ship with the Normandy, Michelle becomes the war asset, and if she becomes the war asset, I assume Michelle comes onto your ship as the medical officer. But, you know, I'm gonna, just simply because she's part of my crew, but let's ask questions.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the
Yeah, so if you didn't get jailed and plan to be executed like I was.
Judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Alrighty, so come back on my
Your place
ship.
is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker is still aboard.
Good job,
And
Shepard.
I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
So, you know, if Anderson's gonna rope me into playing diplomat, I'm gonna rope Dr. Chakwas into being nursemaid to my squad and my crew. Let's talk to Dr. Michelle, see what she has to say.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small...
Yeah, it's only been like 2 years and 6 months.
Because of you, I don't know
Maybe a bit more than that.
dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in the Prothean clinic.
Yeah, Fist, Baines, who wasn't really Baines, which they never explained.
How's Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm...
Is she in a coma? She got brain damage? Like, you're not explaining what the deal is.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst.
Well, yeah, the reprovision just started.
Floating out there forever.
Like, the Citadel's big, but it's not infinite space.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say...
Yeah, you're not gonna get resupplied anytime soon.
We posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
I mean, what do you care? Are you saying you don't have enough money? What's wrong with people profiting off of it? I mean, the money's got to go somewhere. I mean, I'm not saying people should take advantage of the situation, but like, that's your problem. Not worried. Hey, when are we gonna get our next supplies? Oh, those people making money. Let's focus on that. Like again, BioWare telling you what morality is rather than you coming to your own conclusions. Like there should have been a Paragon and a Renegade option. Those jerks taking advantage of a poor situation, and Renegade would be like, I can't say I wouldn't do anything different or something like that.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct
those
reports.
People profiteering can buy from other suppliers so they can keep supplying.
It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
And so you get reputation. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, the Paragon Renegade system's kind of messed up in this game. Especially since, like, I kind of talked about the endings about Renegade being destroyed and Paragon being control. There's more final options than that. But the thing is, they're unlocked through effective military strength, not Paragon Renegade scores. So it's like, it should have been Paragon Renegade determining it. I mean, maybe not what option you get, but what options are available. Like your Renegade score, Paragon score needs to be at 100 out of 100. And talk to Ashley. But I mean, it's obvious that BioWare was already sick of the Paragon Renegade system at this point.
I'd be worried.
Unless it's like overcorrecting, like I've mentioned during Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. Like you had to make sure you get enough Paragon Renegade for certain moments. Like maybe there's so much feedback like, oh, it's really challenging to get every single dialogue option. Because I imagine like a lot of people aren't like, I'm gonna do everything Paragon or everything Renegade. They probably mix and match.
You need anything.
I mean, obviously I mixed and matched a bit, but mine was more particular as I was Renegade most of the time, but for like important decisions I would switch if necessary.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, so you get reputation. You don't get Renegade or Paragon. Ugh, tongue-tied already. I know, I said that in the earlier stream. So I'm not really listening to their yammerings, but there's subtitles if you guys care. But, you know, oh, low supplies, oh, Reapers are bad, usual garbage. So the funny, like, we haven't got any yet, but like with side quests in this game, like most of them are just like, pick up item, go turn it in. Like they really bare bonesed everything. They really wanted you to hop into the action, which is fine. Like I'd prefer most of the non-shootery things just be choices and talking, rather than, oh, let's do a bunch of fetch quests. Or maybe I didn't exactly explain that right. Okay, so let's talk to Udina.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel security.
Yeah, I guess I should explain this. For some reason, they chose not to explain it, but Anderson stepped down as counselor and Udina became counselor. So this new guy she just mentioned is the ambassador. So Udina's the counselor, and then this guy's the ambassador. I don't even remember if we meet this guy. I think we might meet him in, like, between one of the major missions, but other than that, we don't, like, talk to him. He's such a nothing character as we don't need to talk to the ambassador, we just talk to the counselor.
Any other important
And the counselor's always Udina. For some reason they wanted it fixed.
Currently docked in D24, which is tagged to your biometrics.
So basically your choice of counselor only mattered for terms of Mass Effect 2. I mean, sure, some of the dialogue in this game might be a little altered, but effectively it didn't matter. As you may have noticed, who you picked as counselor didn't, like, import. It was on that list, so it didn't matter.
Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the council was first established at the Citadel.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
That's it. Thanks.
As the camera pans to that line forming. Although I guess she specifically spoke of the human when this is a general embassy area, so it's not all human related. So we need to pick up this side quest, so I'm gonna run around until I hear enough.
We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
So yeah, the Volus aren't getting hit as hard, so they're supplying as much as they can to the other races. Volus having good bombing fleets, biotic foot soldiers, and money and supplies. It's crazy that they're not a council race. If they have stuff to help during the war, that should auto put. Other than just foot soldiers, then that should put them as a council race. And the guy's not even snippy or making demands like, here, I'm gonna give you this guy's stuff, but oh, one of this important relic that could help, we got lost. I mean, obviously it's like, oh, and we over here, it's like, oh, maybe we can help. So, obviously, old lady, she's got, like, dementia or Alzheimer's or something, and it's like, oh. So, like, the clerk's just trying to be polite. It's like, oh, I'll help you. Poor confused lady during the war. Sad. You can listen in on that conversation. That's another one of those conversations that kind of keeps going throughout the game. CSEC. Commander Bailey's office. Strangely enough. Oh, you know what? This is Executor Palavin's old office. Because Bailey's the new executor now.
CSEC and the council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
You want me to punch you in the face again, lady?
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Councilor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers.
You'd think it'd be another Turian.
I'm not sure why he picked me. Never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
Yeah, what a phrase there, Shepard.
I'd stick it right here in my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, with the state of the... Finally got Renegade, not Rep. Thank you, game.
I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here.
Yeah, he got upgraded from ambassador to
He
counselor.
suspected Executor
Palin,
was
that's it. What did I
conspiring
say?
against the council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
So, I forget where it's said, but I believe Palin was indoctrinated or whatever. I don't know if it's in a book or a comic book or something, but it was something off screen between 2 and 3, and it's like that's just their explanation. Oh, I killed him during that event, and like now that's why I'm the commander. I mean, he wasn't even in Mass Effect 2, so clearly BioWare didn't like the character. Although he was kind of a nothing character. It's like, oh, I don't trust specters. I'm interested about humans.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
It's not like Bailey's this cool character. I mean, I like the character, but he's still like, oh, I'm a C-Sec officer guy. It's not like super interesting. I mean, he's just like another little hopeful that blindly follows Shepard, like Jacob in Mass Effect 2. It's like, yeah, Shepard's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna help you, Shepard.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
And for all the crap I was saying about Vega's a useless character, at least he's different, who doesn't just go blindly go, oh, Shepard's the coolest.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war is being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
Well, from my understanding, C-Sec never recovered from the Sovereign's attack in the first game. Like, they were trying to refill the ranks during those 2 years, and it still never worked out. Okay, so Citadel War, Trouble family.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
So they're probably dead.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep. Good talking to you, Shepard.
I think that's all we actually even need to talk with Bailey with the rest of the game. Like, at least not until like a major event happens. Oh look, the Spectre's office, but we can't go inside yet. I forget if there's another side quest that pops up back here, so I'm gonna run around a bit. Someone talks. Nope, no one's talking. Alright, I don't know what that was. I almost thought it was like a cough or something, but then nothing happened. Let's go see Udina.
Commander, Councilor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
So back to the council chambers. Guess you guys want to guess how this is gonna go?
Space as well. Earth is no more or less important than any council homeworld.
But Earth was the first council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
How do you know this is the brunt? New Reaper fronts are opening up everywhere.
So the new Solarian Councilor's female, which is a nice change.
A full-scale invasion. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Earth may be suffering, but our worlds are falling too. The Turians have lost Tatris.
We must fight this enemy together.
Need I remind you that the last time we fought the Reapers, Shepard sacrificed the
God, I hate that.
Interests.
True.
They just read the script.
We followed Shepard's lead.
And what if that's not enough this time?
The reports are dying.
And how do you blame Shepard for that? Admiral Hackett was in charge of Alliance forces.
I don't expect you to follow.
Like, that's my biggest problem. It's like, oh, we can't come up with clever writing, so it's like, oh, Shepard, it's all your fault. Because the player, because it's basically BioWare going, oh, player, you made the wrong choice.
What is it exactly?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon
So,
of some sort.
obviously, sacrificing the council's the right thing, because even if you help the council, the plot's still gonna happen in 3, so they can't help you, even if they're like, oh,
This is a fool's errand. The Protheans were wiped out by the Reapers. Clearly, the weapon is flawed.
It was incomplete. There was a missing component. Here. Something referred to only as the catalyst.
Like, geez, Liara is a renowned scientist. There are people on the sides going, oh, you're wrong.
Do you believe in this, Shepard? After what you've seen of the Reapers?
At least the new Turian guy's cool, but the other two, screw them.
It sure as hell beats standing around and arguing about it.
Yeah.
And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need
Yeah,
to
even if we're not protecting Earth first, every fleet needs to unify and pick a target. Like, we need a line in the sand if we're going to have any hope against the Reapers.
We don't find a way to stop them.
The Council cannot give Earth the military support it needs. Our own planets must come first.
Okay, divided and we die. Smart.
is convening a summit amongst our species. If we can secure our own borders, we may be able to aid you.
Our fleets are also engaged. Honesty is all I can offer, Commander. I will not make a promise of rescue that I cannot keep.
Useless trash.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
It's not Liara. They just said, "Oh, can't help you. We're gonna help our own territory before we actually try to take down the Reapers." So, yeah.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard.
For once, Udina, I agree with you.
We may have a spot in the council, but humanity will always
Yeah, it's almost like that garbage you guys were telling me in the first one. All we needed to see in the council, and then everything will change. Oh, look, nothing changed.
Commander, I can't give you what you're asking for, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Palaven's Primarch Fedorian is the one that called the war summit. He's your kind of man, open to extreme solutions. Trouble is, he didn't get out of Palaven's system when the Reapers attacked. We don't know if he's alive. He's essential to the summit. If the Normandy could extract him without being detected...
The Reapers are tearing us apart and you want to make a deal?
I'm trying to help you, Commander. The summit leaders set our war strategy, and this council is beholden to their decision. Save the Primarch, gain an ally. One with the power to grant you what you're looking for.
While the Reapers ravage Earth.
Your counselor was right. We need to work together. This is the best way to get that. Our intel says Primarch Fedorian is on Palaven's largest moon. Get in and out undetected, and he'll take care of the rest. Good luck, Commander. You're gonna need it.
So this is basically the layout of the game. You go to each race's leader and convince them to help
Council
you.
has agreed to reinstate your Spectre status.
It got taken
There
away?
are certain resources that will be made available to you. Good luck.
I guess when I was imprisoned on Earth, it got revoked.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things
So
along.
obviously, reinstating your Spectre status during Mass Effect 2 doesn't matter. Like, all it does is change dialogue during Liara the Shadow Broker. But, yeah. Waiting for it. Come on, pop-ups, go away. Jesus, look at all these pop-ups. I don't know Turian space that well, so Tratus or whatever the hell it was called must have been a big Turian military base, would be my guess.
The council. All I can think is that the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yep.
I've always loathed that phrase, fatalism. Not what men and women should aspire to. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
You're really lowballing it. Shouldn't be in the trillions. Even if you're only counting humans.
We are loved. Hopefully that works in our favor now. I'll try to get financial aid from as many worlds as I can. Maybe manpower, a few armed ships. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help.
Nukes wouldn't work on the Reapers anyway.
Spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
Because of their Mass Effect, is it Mass Effect? I don't know. Whatever shielding they have, they'd be able to block nukes. You needed a advanced laser weaponry to puncture through it. Unless their shields were down, a nuke might do some superficial damage to their armor, but the radiation wouldn't kill them. So let's see.
What's your read on the Councilors? Any angles I could pursue?
Councilor Irissa is not like her predecessor. She is colder. If she has her hand on your throat, she will squeeze. A shield. There you might find some traction. Practical, she might make Machiavelli turn pale, but that's a Delatras for you. Frankly, it's good Quentius spoke with you. His home world is in the most trouble, and he's looking for a way out. That speaks opportunity.
Okay, political support.
You're a Citadel Councilor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
So that's one thing, like, I gotta say, is, like, it's nice that Udina's so different. Like, he's less of a dick in this one. I mean, obviously, he didn't go through an arc or anything. It's just like, okay, he's better now. I guess he's finally satisfied that he's the Councilor, the distant ambassador.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all their worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Well, that's good. I think we're here, right? Or did we do... Yeah, let me do
You're
this
a
one.
Citadel Councilor. Don't you have options?
Yeah, okay, we did that one.
Rest assured, I know I can move mountains. Do not lose.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
It's one shame about the trilogy is that you never get to go visit Arcturus Station.
I should go.
I'll be
And
here.
you hear about how it's this massive Alliance space station that's kind of the core of human space. I mean, everyone thinks of Earth, but it was actually Arcturus Station. And, like, that was, like, one of the first things you hear about in Mass Effect 1 is, like, oh, the Citadel makes Arcturus Station look like a tiny space depot. Oh, look, the Spectre office is open because our Spectre status has been reinstated. So, here you get to do a few things. There's a Spectre shop and then the Spectre terminal, so you get to do stuff using your Spectre status. So basically you get to be judge, jury, executioner with a few things. Not a really big deal. So see, they explain it, then the Spectres have been spying on the Quarians. Doesn't matter. Look at all the... Oh, look! The DLC is here, and it's super expensive. Screw you, game. And, like, only the Hurricane, the Crusader, the Valiant, the Eagle, and the Armor. So, the Valkyrie, which is the assault rifle, is not here. Thanks, game. I can't afford any of it, and it's hidden behind a paywall. So basically, I'm gonna, like I said earlier, the last part, I'm pretty sure you couldn't afford everything in base Mass Effect 3, so for sure you can't afford everything in stupid Legendary Edition. Like, Legendary Edition is complete trash. So obviously, things I'm purchasing, I need to need. least when it comes to armor and weapons. Like for side quest stuff and all that, like all that crap I bought at the hospital, like that I need to get those kind of things. But weapons and armor, I have to like need it. So it's something I'm gonna use. And so, oh yeah. So side quests are just listed here. If it's not a priority, then it's a side quest.
Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Hey, look, it's round 3. Guess what we're gonna do? Punch her again.
Khaleesa bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth?
This one's kind of funny though. Look, Shepard's already tired.
While millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Watch, everyone.
Not this time, you
Nice try. But I'm a Marine, not a tourist on vacation.
I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Yeah. Oh look, Vegas showed up. Let's talk to him while he's here.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right?
Yeah.
They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
They're in for a rude awakening. Every species will fall, one by one, if they don't work with us.
No shit. Can't believe it's even up for debate.
I can't believe you guys are surprised.
Still want to go back to Earth?
Like, you see, no,
yeah,
like, remember, the Council didn't want to do anything when there was one rogue Spectre. Remember when the problem was one rogue Spectre and they didn't lift a finger? You really think they'd try anything against an advanced alien species that's come to destroy all life?
Some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Like, what has the Council actually done in the trilogy? They gave Shepard Spectre status, and they told him about Vermeer. That's it. They've literally done nothing else. Like, the Council is just a bureaucracy nothing. Like, they don't even accomplish anything. It's not just because it's a bureaucracy, it's they simply don't do anything. Okay, so let's get the hell out of here.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Off to the precious Normandy. And I guess they didn't want to have a leaving Citadel space cuts. Oh, time for a dream. And guess what? Guess who's going to be in the dream? The stupid child that ruined the game. We're going to chase after that child that doesn't actually exist. And it's so slow, you can't even run or anything. I mean, I'm fine with Shepard being haunted like this, but again, this should have been party members, instead of some random kid who doesn't actually exist. Like, again, it should have started. This nightmare should have started. Like, it should have gone down the list. Jenkins, your Vermeer choice, trying to think of who else like died, but like it should just go down the list, like, and then they could have dialogue, and like it could be based on your choices. So like Jenkins is like, Commander, why'd you order me out of cover? You knew the Geth were there. And then, like, Caden Ash is like, are you sure you made the right choice, Commander? Are you sure the other was better for your squad? I could take on the Reapers better than X person. And I guess Presley, because Presley died in the beginning too, Presley could have been like, you should have pushed harder with the Alliance and the Council, Commander. You knew the Reapers were coming. Your hesitation cost me my life.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Councilor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
Hang on, everyone. I was just doing a secondary sound check. It's raining outside, so I don't know if you guys could hear. It's Liara, I'm gonna be Paragon.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
The Reapers are here, now. And the Council, the other races, are only interested in looking after themselves.
Are you really surprised, Shepard? God, do you see Shepard twitch and shake? What a weirdo.
At least the Council can't deny the Reapers exist. They'll come around. They've got to.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist...
Oh, she's our new,
I thought you were alone.
Our new secretary, and she's obsessed with toothbrushes. She does naughty things to them at night.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the
I'm a vaguely British tooth fetish. It's just, I don't know, I don't normally say that normally.
I need the Normandy functional. What exactly have you done to my ship?
We upgraded communications and removed most of the Cerberus tech, Commander.
Meaning?
So she is last and least. Like, I definitely prefer Presley and Kelly way more than this lady.
In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's no longer an option.
It will be an option when we come back to Earth.
He chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander.
Yeah, I could spend special time with my toothbrush while we're here, not on Earth.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI, fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Yeah, you're a moron.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Yeah, we can't kill the AI now that we're in the middle of a war.
I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour?
Yeah, it almost sounds as enchanting as my toothbrush. So yeah, for everyone who likes Trainer, yeah, I'm gonna rail on her about the toothbrush, because she loves the toothbrush more than she loves you. Even if you're a romancer, she loves that toothbrush more.
The War Room houses a strategic command.
I mean, what a dumb character trait. Like, what was Prestes? Prestes was, he's vaguely racist because you lived through the Turian War. And then Kelly was the psychologist, which made sense since we were going on a suicide mission. Hers is like, oh, I'm a kind of a tech geek and I love toothbrush.
Same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Yeah, we can't let the player actually play. We just gotta hop to event to event. Like, we're what, like about 3 hours into the game, and we still haven't had real freedom.
Meeting with the council. Sounds like they're running scared.
They're useless. Yep, I agree, Renegade Shepard.
The council has been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
Which makes sense.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching
So he's basically explaining effective military strength, which is the core of the game. So, like how you need the ship upgrades to survive the suicide mission, you need the effective military strength to be at a certain level to even reach the ending of the game. And then obviously the higher and higher your score is, that unlocks different endings and whether the ending works. So I think you need 5,000 to get the good ending or the perfect ending, the true ending, whatever. But they may change that for Legendary Edition, and I might be wrong about the number.
You can count on it, sir.
But, like, again, he's also supposed to explain, like, multiplayer and the galaxy readiness in this conversation. But since that's taken out, I assume that dialogue's been taken out, too.
I understand, Admiral.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Yeah, you don't ask him questions here. He just explains it. You don't get to ask him questions. So, yeah, they cut that dialogue 100%. It's like, yeah, the multiplayer's out, cut the dialogue. We don't even... Like, they could still have the dialogue which explains what, like, the strike teams are doing. Because you get strike teams, and, like, those still have... Even if you're not playing multiplayer, it was canon to the story. Like, there are several races and factions battling Reaper forces across the galaxy. So dumb. So we can actually look at our current war assets. I wonder if they strengthened it, because there's... Well, actually, they wouldn't need to strengthen it, because there's no galactic readiness. So, as of at the start, it's just... oh, there's sirens. I'm sure you guys can hear that. Oh, well, I'm going to keep talking. So, 600. So, they don't show you, like, a tally at the bottom, but I'm pretty sure 5,000's perfect end, which should be the bar all the way to full, I would think. Although, you can get higher than 5,000. Like, 5,000 is like the minimal to get a perfect ending. So yeah, she's only 5, but that helps. Like, the Normandy's over 100. That's pretty cool. It's not the strongest. The Alliance Engineers are the strongest, which makes sense because they'd be the ones building this device. The minerals. So this is the minerals we had in excess. Yeah. Yeah, the excess in the Normandy too. So this 25 is just from having minerals in your Normandy. So yeah, so as you play through the game, this will fill up, and you need at least, like I said, 5,000 or whatever to get the good ending. So random people who don't actually exist. So this is where you'll keep, like, other faction leaders, race leaders in here. So throughout the game, you'll come in here, you'll talk to them, etc., etc. And then here's the meeting room. It's also where the quantum tangly thingy is, even though there's one right over there, but that one's specific to Hackett, I think. Hackett and Anderson. There's one of my models that stayed on the ship. You'd think that would have moved to my prison cell for the 6 months, but I guess it got left on the ship. So here's a loading screen.
Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, we can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
I would like to think we're better than that, Marine. That loading screen was way faster. Like in Mass Effect 3, that's like the worst thing about Mass Effect 3. This thing takes forever. So, Legendary Edition, you did something right. The load time was almost instant. Great job. Like, for real. Legendary Edition, you did something right. So, we're up here in the cabin, cockpit, whatever. Let's talk to Joker, see what he has to say.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
That's actually pretty good.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus...
If only...
Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Yeah. You know what would have been cool for Mass Effect 3? Like, the Alliance and the Council were actually ready, and all it is just executing the plan and how difficult it is to execute the plan. Like I said, this game could have been dark and about, like, again, maintaining your philosophy, watching your friends and family die. Like, there could have been so... It should have just been a dark war game. But, nah. Let's just rehash things. Which, again, it's fine, like, in principle, because it's like, oh, it's celebrating the trilogy. But the problem is, we've been revisiting these issues every single game. Like, every game, Krogan's cry about the genophage. Every game...
The Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Of course we're going to do the side missions. But yeah, so every game, the Quarians complain about the Geth. Every game, Turians complain about humans. Okay, thank you, Secretary. But my point is, they constantly rehash the same old things. Races become one note. Like, oh, sorry, are diplomats, strippers, and biotic users. Turians are military cops and hate most of the other races. Solarians are sneaky and really smart. But, like they're just one-note creatures that have no nuance. We go through it every single game.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day.
I was looking for a place to... Yep, see the toothbrush.
Until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
She's obsessed with that goddamn toothbrush. Don't romance her. She loves the toothbrush. She'll tolerate you.
We're in the middle of a war, Specialist. We've got bigger problems than finding a toothbrush.
Understood, Commander. And to be clear, I'm happy to be here. If I can help with the comm system and get you the intel you need to win this war, I'll have done more than I ever did in the lab.
Fair enough.
Is there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
Yeah, you don't seem the military type.
Oh,
you're a poor kid, but rich enough to afford a special toothbrush to solve all your needs, both your mouth and wherever else you stick it.
Challenges of the lab. Although I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
You're not on the front lines. You're just going to be in a ship that might be close to the front lines. You're not going to be on the front lines.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush.
She loves that toothbrush. It's her whole world.
Believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I?
All those toothbrushes dying on Earth, oh.
If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
So she'll basically be handing you the side quests in this game, which is cool enough. Like, I get that. She's a communication specialist. It would make sense she grabs intel and is like, hey, why don't you check this out, Commander? I mean, I suppose it's better than Admiral Hackett going, hey, Commander, give me this favor. And then, just in Mass Effect 2, like, all the emails are forwarded to you. So the elusive man found contacts like, okay, here's a mission, go check it out, Shepard. So I guess it makes sense in lore for her to be more useful than, like, previous things, but still, it's like, whatever. Okay, yeah.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an
oh yeah, I forgot
challenge.
she loves the word GUI. GUI and toothbrushes, oh yeah.
Where are you from originally?
Toothbrush land.
In the Terminus systems, actually. Though I
How the hell did you end up in the Alliance?
My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer.
They're from London, decided to go to Terminus, then you came back to the Alliance. You guys are crazy bipolar. No wonder you're obsessed with toothbrushes, you little freaks.
A lot of
oh, that's why she's obsessed with toothbrushes. Her parents are British, so it's like, oh,
quite true.
Gotta get good teeth. Alright, so, yeah, whatever. Whatever, and dream about toothbrushes or whatever the hell you do around here. there used to be more thingy options on the email terminal, so they took that away too. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't care. Don't care. Bunch of garbage. We're just marking it all. Mark it 0. Yeah, there used to be 3 things here. There's like the tutorial system, and then there was like some sort of party system. Party system as in like you're interacting with party, kind of like Mass Effect 2. So they changed it. Of course, Legendary Edition's got to change everything. It's weird they take the tutorial out, because like the tutorial was supposed to explain the new gameplay features of Mass Effect 3 compared to 2. Like there were these cool little demo videos and such. Like I only watched it like the very first time I played through Mass Effect 3, but like it's so weird that they take it out. Like they've altered Mass Effect 1 to make it more like Mass Effect 3, yet they take the little tutorial videos, so it's like, oh, well, screw you, you still have to learn the hard way. So yeah, they turned the bottom area from that boss fight Mass Effect 2 into a whole area. So we got another area of the ship to explore, but we're going to start with the cabin and enjoy that. And since we have access to the Normandy, we're officially done with the prologue and tutorial. You can now flush your toilet. Amazing. Okay, let's see at the personal terminal. Okay, so at the personal terminal you can do your squad. For some reason, the one in the CIC doesn't work. So yeah, you can change their outfits. Oh yeah, they do stuff, I forgot. So power recharge, power recharge, power damage, power damage, power damage. I guess we'll want recharge, right? Yeah, so leave her on the armored look. What's his do? Shield. Weapons. Weapons. Shields. Shields. That's weapons. Alright, hang on. We want to do the first shield. Yeah, so that's his basic, I think. So I gave her armor, I left it on default. Yeah. Oh look, all our fish are gone. We'll have to get them back somehow. And the wine glasses for when we have a lady in here. Data pads, use junk. Don't touch the sound system because it's impossible to turn it off once you turn it on. Finally, we get to actually change our look. Get rid of that. This actually seems fitting for Shepard for Mass Effect 3. If I was doing a Paragon playthrough, I'd probably do that one. Look, it looks correct in this game. For some reason, it's gray in Mass Effect 2. But yay, our outfit. Let's see, we got our prison outfit. That's our prison outfit. So there's Alliance Standard, Alliance Officer, Casual, Extreme Casual, Prison outfit. This was a pre-order bonus for Mass Effect 3, but it's got added into Mass Effect 2 in the Legendary Edition. And then this is the other pre-order bonus. So you got a hoodie, which you could get at the BioWare store, and then you get the leather jacket version, which I actually kind of got one like that. It's not an N7 one, but I got a cool leather jacket like that. But we are gonna go with this, because this is my choice. All right, so let's see. So we start. Oh, okay. So there is you start with one DLC. Cerberus Ajax armor. Oh, and there was also Kingdoms of Amalur. If you played Kingdoms of Amalur on your console and like were signed in to both that and Mass Effect 3, you get that. So they took that out because I should start with that, or you have to purchase it, which is crazy. I think there was a Battlefield one as well, but and some other ones. But yeah, so I guess those promotions are gone. So instead of giving you raw numbers, they just show you a meter, so you just have to decide. So I guess we'll go with the breather helmet as my default. Cast fabric. I have first shield generation, so we'll go with that. We only have N7. Melee damage, screw that. So okay. So I don't want to do those. I want to do color, so tint. We have a dark red. That's pretty dark. That's too close to pink. I don't know, that's kind of dark red. It's weird that, like, the color and all that stuff... Like, it should be reversed. Shepard should be in the front, and these options should be small and to the side. That's like a gold-orange color, even though it looks red on the tint. So we are going to go with the other red, I think. This one, yeah. Select. Tint 2. Tint 2 is another red. So we'll probably go with that other... So let's see. Red we're wearing... Oh! This is a different group of reds and such. Maybe I should go with black instead of red. Because in Andromeda, I do red, black, and white, I think. Or something, I don't know. I think it's red, dark red, and black. So maybe we'll go with black this time around. I usually don't. I usually just go with red. But you know what? Black might be the way to go for secondary colors. Yeah, because I definitely don't like white there. Check the darker red. Yeah, I don't know. There is kind of black between the seams and the armor already. I don't know. Well, feel free to let me know in the chat what you guys think. I could always change it later. Yellow if I wanted to go for a more Iron Man look. What green? Green, I kind of like green in Mass Effect 1, but that's specifically a Mass Effect 1. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just check. Yeah, I'm thinking black's the way to go because it accents the red colors more. Yeah, we'll leave it on black, and then we'll make the lights blue because they're blue in Mass Effect 2, so I figured keep the tradition. Okay, so now we can actually look at the materials. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna make it look more dark and shiny. So yeah, that darker material. Let's see, pattern. Pattern do anything? Go to pattern 1. What's the pattern color? It's that. Yeah, let's see. We have another dark red. Got that red. Another red. So it's there, and then let's see if we change the pattern. Like, I don't really want symbols per se. Like, the back looks better at 3. How about the front? I don't know. I guess I could give it a try and see how it looks, because it's not like this is the last time we're going to do this. So let's see how that works. Yeah, good. I got my usual outfit. It's the nice proper colors instead of gray. For whatever reason, it was gray in 2. Alrighty, so let's go visit the crew. Go see Liara. Talk to Dr. Chakwas. To see who else. Who else do we even have? We got Liara and Vega as for party member. So instead of Mass Effect 2's thing where they're all locked till you get a party member, everything's open. And we have a memorial wall for everyone who was lost in the Normandy. So let's see. We got Caden Alenko. We got Jenkins, and then Presley should be somewhere in here. I'm looking for him. Like, this would be cool on computer because I could use the mouse to point things out. There's Presley, Charles Presley, and then there's a lot of other staff I don't recall. So obviously, if characters die in this game that are part of your crew or party, they will be added to this wall. And I think if you lost people during Mass Effect 2, they are on this wall as well. But I never do that. I never import a file where I lost party members. Like, the only reason to do that is if you were doing a worst run possible. Which, I like the idea. Like, I would want to do that, for Paragon, because I like Renegade and I hate Paragon. A poker table! There should have been a scene where the crew plays poker. There's never gonna be one, so sorry, spoilers for Burst and Bubbles. You're like, oh, cool, a poker scene. Thane's old room, coffee mug from when Thane was here. Oh look, one of my models. Someone threw it in here for some reason. I mean, it's to like give you a reason to explore the ship. Like, hey, look around. You might find stuff. And then the thing is, while people have their own particular rooms, they will wander the ship between missions, so it's always good to check every room in the off chance, like, hey, someone decided to go here, and then they usually have a comment. And then, of course, they lock the bathroom in this one. Instead of like 2, where you could just go in the bathroom and they'll tell you it's the wrong bathroom. But nope, can't go in the bathroom. I'm captain of the ship, I could go wherever I want. And I mean go in any room I want, not I could use whatever bathroom I want, although I could, but... So let's go see dear girlfriend. She settled nicely in here. Where is she, by the way? I don't remember her not being here the first time you come in.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
So it works.
Information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
So, this terminal...
This new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
So, the Intel terminal works kind of like the Spectre office, although with this, how this one works, instead of like giving you like judge, jury, executioner options, what you do is you pick a binary upgrade. So like it'll up your damage or up your shields. So you pick one of them. You can't get both. So you have to basically decide, oh, what upgrade do I want? So obviously we go with a shield build in my playthroughs. So I'm going to, so see ammo or shields. I'm going to pick shields naturally. And then that tells you what you have so far. So my shields are slightly stronger thanks to the data. And then here's her personal terminal. So we can read, her emails and text messages. Who cares though? I mean, these are kind of things like, hey, you could read it during your playthrough. If you guys really want me to read all the stupid emails and such, I will eventually, I guess. But I'm not doing that now.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So it's always good to have a hobby and a job.
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
We can figure out what it does later. Our priority is getting it built.
Just give me some warning before you flip the switch. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard. It's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
Yeah.
I'd like that more than anything.
Let's lock the door and hop into bed.
Good. I was getting worried.
Man, I just got a prison.
I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later. There's so much left to do. I'm working with Edie.
Damn.
Hopefully we can discover.
Well, it's okay. I'm sure I'll find some Reapers to kill. That's almost as good.
I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later.
Okay, so that's just coming in here, and you get repped for that, because rekindling a romance shouldn't lock you into Paragon, even if you were trying to get a Paragon romance.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
Well, you're the Prothean expert.
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
I mean, based on what you know about Protheans, you think you'd be able to piece it together. I'm sure it'd take time, but you have the expertise.
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
You sure that thing's only a VI? Yes, we did that,
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
Nice. That's
kind
my
of
babe.
distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser.
Yeah.
I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Yeah,
Since
6
you helped
months.
me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk
Well,
later.
the thing is Cerberus was already too woven into the Alliance to avoid them. And that's kind of what Edie was kind of telling us, and after we got the after the blocks were removed. Did you guys say anything? No. Yep. Never watched the Sands didn't make it. It's dead. I know. You said that already. Yeah. Well, that's how I get some of my joys with this game. Oh, Garrus left a sniper rifle behind, huh? I guess technically it was our equipment. He was just using it on missions, but whatever. Hopefully old buddy's doing fine. But we're going to Turian space, so we'll probably find him, pick him up.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Good.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Have I ever told you I don't like doctors?
Don't be such a grouch. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It had better. Sure didn't come cheap.
But you did pay for it.
You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it.
Well spoken. And honestly, I wouldn't feel guilty. That makes us even after all the crap they did in 1.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse.
Oh, you're a sad old lady.
I'm
That's
blessed
a
with many
shame.
close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose 1 or 2. We need to end this war.
Oh, sad old lady. No wonder you're always mothering Joker, because you got no family. And yeah, sure, you got reassigned power bonuses, reassigned powers. We want that. So it's free, which is nice. But we need to do this because we need to reset our ability. Yeah, so we can actually reset. So we are going to reset our powers, yeah. So the first one's free, which is fine. Which I don't get why they didn't... Like, they should have just had you re-level your character up. I don't understand why they force you to stick with... Because they knew. They built the new tech trees. So it's so weird that they're like, well, I guess I'll have to live with powers that you didn't assign simply because we're like, oh, we're going to do this. Influence, okay. And then, yeah, we want this. Empowered. Yeah, that's just better. Increased damage and force bonuses. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, power duration. Yeah, that's good. That's good. These are both good, but we're gonna go with weight. Let's see. Yeah, that's the stupid maybe twice. We're gonna go with this. That's a guarantee. I'm not gonna take a percentage chance over a guarantee. Okay, so we need tech armor next. Yeah, that's not that good. Yeah, damage protection, that's what we want. Melee damage. Melee damage sucks. That's not bad, but we're definitely going with this. Okay. And then we will do this, because we actually want our shields and health. Especially with how much we were dying in the stupid prologue, we need this. That's good. We'll go with this. Because when it says squad, it makes me think we're not getting it. I'm not going to do a heavy melee. Yeah, health and shield. I mean, I might do a heavy melee in certain contexts, but yeah. So, okay, so we got that. We'll do warp next. Lift grenade does seem kind of nice because it's ammo, but go with this. Warp. There we go. All done. Yeah, we'll do warp, overload, lift grenade, then I guess we'll do throw after that. And we're not going to do cryoblast. I mean, like, cryoblast does good damage, but, you know, by the time they're that weak that cryoblast would be most effective, we're just going to gun them down or whatever. So yeah, at our max health is like 850, and like Vega is not fully leveled up, and he's at like over 1,000. Like, goddamn, he's like half Krogan or something. And then there's the Eva Core robot deactivated in Legion spot. But like I said, it's sort of a party member. So that's why it's sitting there, because it's not the last we've seen of it. Okay, so that's crew deck down to engineering. So, I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for a third stream. I'm probably not gonna. So I got a feeling by the time we're near done, we're going to be done for the night. Okay, so let's talk to this lady.
How's your new assignment working out,
Internet celebrity
Fairly
lady.
normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with.
What were you doing
That
snooping
last
on the
planet
ship?
gets my
We have
attention.
Marines.
So
Why'd
what
the
are you asking
Marines let you through the security
Anything
area?
for Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Your story is Cerberus. They're a clear and present danger to everything we try to do. Alien audiences will hate them.
So they're traitors to Earth and the galaxy. I wouldn't have to torque it much.
I mean, it's literally the truth.
You do have an inside track on Cerberus. Alright, you feed me your info, and I'll keep biting. Commander.
So, if you, of course she's got a bed because she's romanceable. She sleeps where the garbage used to go. So if you bug her enough, she'll go, oh, am I doing a bad job?
Do we need to talk, Commander?
Yeah, see. So, you could just throw her off your ship. I don't know why you'd ever do that.
Let me know when we do.
So, yeah. Okay, bye-bye, no longer internet celebrity lady. Hey look, it's Adams from the first game. He's back.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship.
I mean, all they did was double the original.
I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back. I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Like, I honestly believe in the top one, but we're gonna go with Renegade just because I want to get Renegade points, not just rep.
You can make up for it on this tour of duty.
Yeah, see, that's fair enough.
Yes, sir.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Well, that's good.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a
Oh, so the actual stealth system got improved. So that's pretty cool.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantage.
I like you, Adams. You tried to kill her very cleverly. It's a shame you failed.
Carry on, Adams.
Like, you think I forgot? Edie and Legion stole my squeezing arms? And Edie tried to kill me. I'm not gonna forget these things. See, this is what I like about Destroy ending. I can kill all my hated enemies at once. My squeezing arms will be returned. And then for some reason, Grunt's chambers are locked. Oh yeah. I remember why. I was gonna say, why are they locked? Oh, and I was like, oh yeah, that's why. Because they're technically DLC chambers. Even though we have the DLC because it's a legendary. Oh, I hope we do. Because we'd be minus a party member otherwise. So, this is where we can mod. This is where we can upgrade, and then this is a shop. So they're separate things. Upgrade is like manually upgrading the strength of a gun, where this is buying new stuff. So I suggest, since there's so limited money, only upgrade guns you're gonna use. And like use all the time. So we got ourselves a new pilot.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Good work, Lieutenant. What have you got?
Dios! Straight to business without even a hello? You two need to chill out.
Shut up.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead.
Hammerhead was the
It
hovercraft.
made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
Hey, he saved us.
To save the day, pendejo.
Yeah, he did.
I'm also responsible for logistics.
He's a moron, but he
Making
did
sure the
his job
armory and shuttle
well.
are properly stocked and maintained.
So he's both shuttle pilot and like the procurement guy. Remember that guy who wore a hat in the first game who didn't have a name? So he's that guy.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Oh, so you're more of an officer than a repair guy.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
So yeah, no ground missions this time around. No ground vehicle missions this time around.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Alrighty.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk
I
about it.
think that's the colony from Paragon Lost, but I don't remember specifically.
Keep up the
I
good
mean,
work.
that's basically his
Yes,
storyline. Oh, my husband died. I gotta move on. I mean, he's kind of an interesting character. It's like, oh yeah, he's a fighter pilot. He repairs. He's good at he's a jack of all trades when it comes to ships and equipment, which is cool. Like, I think he's better than the new secretary lady, at least comparatively. Because what's her story? Oh, I'm good with like communications and I love toothbrushes.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
I told you on the Citadel, remember? You idiot.
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
I guess they broke both these in and kept them both in, even though they're the same dialogue again.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld.
And we're still not gonna. We're going to the moon.
Down here for a reason?
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel.
Yeah, I was in prison for 6 months, you idiot.
Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Yes, I can, Lieutenant.
You pulling rank on me, boss? We're just soldiers down here, no?
Shut up.
Sure. But this soldier will clean the floor with you if you step out of line.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
I don't care.
Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector.
Yeah, and that's when Paragon lost. For full story, watch the movie.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
That's the right choice. That's the renegade choice. What I would have picked.
Tough choice.
Yep.
But it was the right call.
You think so?
I would have done the same.
That's what's funny. You were doing the same thing. You took out the collectors. We never needed that intel.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Tougher than you.
But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Good to hear it.
It's pretty low, Vega. Supposed to hit above the belt.
But you sacrifice yourself, or my ship, needlessly? That's unacceptable.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship.
Shepard's the nickname. Like, I already literally have the nickname Shepard and Commander. So, doing that unlocked fortification as a bonus power if I wanted to get a bonus power. But again, that's like, oh, beat the game once and then get it.
Hey again. What's up?
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
That's pretty scummy.
Right.
You're bad at remembering names, so you give them names that you think are better for them.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk.
Or just purchase the movie.
What?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides,
If it helps the mission, I'm fine with it.
On his toes.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines. Was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
So, this little doggy's DLC, it's supposed to be like a pet on the ship, but who cares? It's a mech dog.
Hey there.
It's still glitched, as you might have saw. There was a subtitle for a line that Shepard didn't say or got cut off. So yeah, they didn't even fix it, which is dumb. It's like you have the team, you're the remaster team, and you guys didn't fix a problem like that. Like that's one of the things they should have fixed. Because it's a bug. It's not like having to reprogram the game. It's just, you know, find the bug, fix it. I think I didn't capture the space hamster when I was on the last deck. Let me double check. So other than the model ships, that's what you can recover is the space. At least I think you can, unless I'm misremembering. Let's go to the cabin and check to see if the space hamster is there. If not, we will look for it, I guess. And then we could actually start the game in earnest. Yeah, we don't have the space hamster, so let's go back down to the engineering deck. I'm pretty sure the hamster's on the engineering deck. I could be wrong. I think you might have to wait a bit for it to appear. I'm trying to remember. Like it scurry scuttles through the area or something. Yeah, I actually might check while we're waiting, just to make sure I'm not wasting our time. Okay, so let's see. Mass Effect. Yep, there it is. I was right. But I missed it. Drat. So now we gotta wait again. Space hamster. Oh, there it is. Did I get it? Just have to wait a bit longer. Did I get it? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's how you get it. You have to wait for it in Jack's little lair. Okay, now we're good to go forward. 2. Okay, and then let's, actually hang on, let me mark the journal first. Save. Save on 2. Because that's like, we're done with the tutorial save. And then we want a fresh save after that. Double check the emails since we're here. Good. That sounded weird. It sounded like my voice broke. Too old for that garbage. I don't remember this. Did they change something? Conquered systems. Oh, they're just explaining this. Okay. I don't want to actually go to the Citadel, but the Citadel thing was blinking, so I wanted to check it. I think they're just explaining the situation. Yeah, okay. So you can't actually explore the area. It's just the Citadel. So, okay. So that's the main quest, rescuing the Primarch. So we're gonna go check everywhere else. And so they segment the story by opening up the galaxy as you complete main missions. So we'll actually balance the side quests this time around when we did in the first game. So since this is not a Reaper section, like normally this ping will alert the Reapers. But what we're doing right now is just checking for stuff, and there appears to be nothing. Plans for this? Sandrill, Dragel, okay, Sirkesh. So we're going, this is way later. Why it's unlocked now, I don't know. And the fuel tanks are smaller, even though we got the upgrade in the last game, but whatever. So Sirkesh is the Solarian homeworld, so we're not dealing with the Solarians, we're dealing with the Turians, so this is later. Okay, so we'll go to the Exodus. So, if Reapers catch you, it is game over. This is a heads up. So I will show you all the tricks to finding everything. Eden Prime, DLC, we'll take care of that. Where's the Reapers? How strange.
I found something.
Oh, you found something. Excellent. So you have infinite probes in this game, but you don't need that many. All you need is to get anomalies. Lost and found. Okay, what did we find though? Okay, so Prothean Data files, which go to the war asset. So it's data when we implement it into the weapon we're built. Oh, so and so they tell you how many anomalies there are. So we're gonna keep doing this till we find the missing thing in question. Okay, so if it's a blank spot in space, that's fuel. 100% it is fuel. We'll do Eden Prime. You know what? I'm gonna take a little break, and then as soon as I get back, we'll go do it, I guess. Funny thing, I don't remember the journal saying we had this mission. Obviously, it's DLC. This is the DLC party member. It says Prothean artifact, but that's not what it is. And, oh, Eden Prime. So, I actually recommend doing this first because how the party member is, they need time to decompress or whatever after picking him up. I'm pretty sure they become a full party member after a certain main mission, but again, I don't know how much they change of a Legendary Edition, although I could imagine they changing something core to the programming. But either way, I definitely recommend doing this early on as possible, just so you have the party member in question as soon as possible. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's excuse me, it's limited by main story, so yeah. People are probably wondering, I thought you said you were going to be spoilering it all over the place. Well, you know, when it's is Liara have to come along for this DLC? Yeah, I guess she does, because I can't deselect her. It's not like I wouldn't bring her anyway, but I'm just saying. It's funny that, like, oh, she has to come. Hint, hint, Prothean artifact. Now, gee, I wonder why Liara would need to come. So let's see, what did we get? We had the Vindicator. It weighs more. The fire rate and capacity are lower, but everything else is higher. I'm gonna stick with the Avenger. Like, I like the Avenger, and this thing has less ammo, does less damage. Actually, no, it does more damage, it has less... It shoots slower, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Avenger. Okay. Well, actually, since it does do more, I'm gonna have him be on the Vindicator. There's only one shotgun. And then Liara's got the Predator. And the Shrieking. I'm gonna take the stupid scope off because I don't think that helps me. Okay, and we're gonna hold off. And I guess we'll level him up. So squad gets half. Okay, and there's me.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
So your bad orders for ordering him out of cover.
He was trying to cover up any evidence of the beacon. We stopped him.
And saved the colony, too.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what Cerberus found?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
I thought we had stealth systems on this. How could we not? Oh yeah, they could visually see it. That's right. Like the stealth is for scans. Like there are troops on the field. We'll see a shuttle approaching. That's fine. Let them know I'm coming. I'm gonna blast them away. Like, that's the thing. Cerberus men are indoctrinated, and as, like, we went over indoctrination in the first game. Like,
no sign of survivors.
The more indoctrinated they are, the
site.
less effective as an agent they are. So yes, they follow the Reapers / Cerberus' orders, but their effectiveness is less.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty. I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
Nobody does.
Excuse me, everyone. I don't remember that dialogue from Shepard, the city I grew up in, because I thought it was always just like, oh, I grew up on the streets of Earth.
Sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
He's kind of a moron, Liara, so I think you actually did need to give him an explanation. And to be fair, Shepard's kind of a moron. Even though my guy's a tech, he's still a moron. Tell from his dialogue. Like, that's the problem. They should have recorded lines for the different, like, class types. So, like, soldiers should have been, like, Shepard's default dialogue, you know, the moron marine guy. Tech should have been slightly smarter. Maybe they're a little more well-read. And then Biotic could be more, what would Biotic be different enough? Biotic could just be more, like, casual, jokey Shepard, I guess.
Shepard,
but then I guess...
Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
So this is a hidden side mission, because it's not officially listed, I don't think. So you need to actually find every piece of it, and it ups the effective military strength of the Eden Prime resistance. So you definitely want to do this. I know in previous playthroughs I have screwed it up. I'm pretty sure, like the last, like, 1 or 2 times I played through this trilogy, I made sure to get it right, but I might screw it up. So I definitely recommend, if you're playing this alongside, or whenever you play the trilogy, that you go through a lot of effort to make sure to find it.
That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
Like, obviously there's more than enough effective military strength in the game to get over 5,000, like I said, so you don't really need to, like, waste your time or, you know, go through extreme efforts to get it all, but I recommend it. Like, especially if you make different choices. I know I was saying it in the earlier parts, like during Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2. I still haven't looked up what the highest effective military strength score is and how to get it. Like, obviously that would be going back to Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, because I'm sure some choices carry over to increase the strength.
That doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
No. An original, unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't seem possible.
Stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power.
Yeah, but they would have died
Cerberus
using the
found this in
conduit
an
to
underground
Citadel.
bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the
I
technology.
mean, yeah, that seems to be the only thing we
Given
know
your
about them is the
experience with
culture and
Prothean
the
cipher,
tech.
You probably know as much about them as I do. The
Really?
Prothean
You have no
Empire
insight
spanned
at
the known
all?
Galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little...
Doesn't evolve as
Yes,
advanced with
judging by the dig
technology.
sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prized knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well.
I mean, the Reaper
Whatever the
harvest
Protheans
took
were,
hundreds of years,
finding
you
one
said.
alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this
You
single
are
Prothean was
always
sent into
helpful,
stasis,
Liara.
he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor.
Okay, you're letting your
Cerberus
hopes and
damaged the
dreams
life pod when they excavated it.
bubble
The
up
life
too
signs
much.
are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Because let's see what Liara actually did. Her Asari mind meld, or whatever you want to call it, made sense of all the visions and such we got throughout 1. And then 2, she became the Shadow Broker to help us along with dealing with the Reapers, which led to the events in here 3. So yes, Liara is very helpful. Although I guess I could argue that every squad member's been helpful. Can't even see this. Oh, there she is. These guys, do something. You guys aren't even shooting. God, hit cover. God, they get a sniper shot so quick. It's like some comm level stuff.
Alright. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
So, since like I said, the first time you fight a mech is like a boss battle, you fight mechs here, so obviously you're not supposed to do this mission in the order I'm doing it. I recommend it simply so you could have the party member, the Prothean, as fast as possible. Like, taking care of it as soon as possible, as soon as the game gives the green light.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
You can have the Prothean available as soon as possible. So anyway, the Prothean party member might actually be my favorite party member through the whole trilogy. I don't know, it's tough because I like Liara a lot and I like Rex a lot. And I like Samara a lot. And Jack. And Garrus. And people are like, you like Garrus? You almost never bring him with you. Yeah, I still like him though. And Zaid. Zaid's another cool dude. I can't see nothing. The smoke screen, I'm going to go around. Oh, I don't have to. I was going to hop over the cover, but you don't have to do that. So turret guys, you want to shoot them while they're setting up the turret so it blows up in their face, dealing more damage. So they don't actually set up... Oh, I took too long. Not doing enough damage. So turrets are one of the worst things in the game. They're really awful. They shred you to pieces in seconds. They're like the turrets from the Aliens deleted scene from the extended cut. It's healing! The turret's healing even though it's armor, not health. Blast that goddamn thing. I'm out of ammo because this stupid thing was healing. Alright, switch to shotgun. Let's go get him. Gonna be blown away? Get him. They set up another goddamn turret. No, that's a Centurion. And so, like my true usual fashion, if it isn't obvious already, I will do DLC as soon as it's available, with exception of the party DLC, because that one, to get everyone to show up, it has to be at a certain point, and I'm gonna have to look up when that is, because I didn't memorize that. But we will be doing the Leviathan of Diz DLC.
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Okay. So yeah, this used to be a minigame, now it's just to sit there and wait, which is fine. Like, I didn't, like, hate the minigame. I just thought it was goofy that they added one in. I mean, obviously the first game had minigames too, but those were simple, stupid ones. That. Somehow footage from the Reaper invasion survived. So yeah, surprise, surprise, Prothean rifles are just like collector rifles. So is it just advanced beam weaponry? It's just a corrupted version of Prothean technology. And yeah, Protheans are biotics. So Protheans are like Sentinels, high biotics and high tech. They're shark goat people.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Only got 900,000 people left. Oof, that's rough.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
And they couldn't even take down one of those baby Reapers.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
So yeah, it's not just the cipher. We had the Prothean beacon, the cipher, Liara's mind meld. We got something on Novaria, didn't we? Didn't we get another additional vision or something? We got an additional vision, so was it Vermeer? And then that's when Saren talked to us. Not Saren, Sovereign, whatever. Well, either way, we got a bunch of things in one. You can always double check the playthrough. And obviously people who have been watching along probably have a better memory than me, even though I played through it. I know, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Well, you know, I just sort of, like, I paid attention in the moment, but, you know.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Does that mean I complete it? Let me see if it is in the journal. Okay, yeah. 100% I finished it, because it's grade. So, okay. I don't know how I missed it then. That seemed kind of easy. Maybe I thought I checked this building already, and that's how I always mess up. Good thing I checked it this time. Maybe I've correctly swept the area, and it's like it's ingrained now that I sweep the area properly each time. I mean, we're not done. Like, we got the whole map still.
they were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
An advertisement for Sanctuary and some random data is the game. Okay, Shepard. You really are quite dumb. Jeez. Oh, shoot him! Shoot him! He's setting up a turret! God damn it, you cowards! I'm so sick of you cowards! Get out the goddamn room! Get out!
I'm on it.
Yeah, you're on it. I'm healing myself, you cowards. Outside. Look at those cowards. They refuse to go outside. I'm going around. Son of a bitch. I mean, waste a metagel. Can't go around, because this is the round. Guess we're going all the way around. The other way. It's supposed to blow up in their face when I'm shooting at them. I don't know if that's a difficulty thing that prevents that from happening. Get in front of me. You guys should be standing right in front of me, you cowards.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the cowards.
Got it.
Roger that.
God, they refuse. They refuse. I give them an order and they don't listen. They're like, nope, not doing it. Look at them. What are you dancing over here for? God, these cowards just refuse to obey. The game's like, haha, you don't get a squad. You get two morons that stand there. Oh, I'm not going over there. Screw you, game. I'll just keep retreating. Let's see if they follow. Are you guys gonna fight, or are you guys gonna cower? Look at them, they're playing around, like, let's climb over cover. What the hell, they set up another turret? God, God damn game. Are you guys actually fighting? Because I hear screaming. Nope, you guys are cowering. I'll wait them out. Let the comps fight. They want to screw me like this? Because if I charge in, if I try to engage, they gun me down and I die. I know, this is stellar gameplay footage, but I mean, like, you see how ridiculous the comms are? They do nothing. Look, Vega's just sitting there. You're going, well, you're just, yeah, when I charge in by myself. They just sit there. So I'm going to force them to do stuff. So Liara's actually trying. It's a dumb comm, so it's just going singularity at a turret, which doesn't work. But at least Liara's trying. Vega, you gonna do anything? You gonna do anything? You just gonna sit there? You hear the service soldiers just freaking out in the background going, ah, ah. You hear them? Ah, ah. Ah, ah.
Got it.
Look, I tell her to go that way, she goes the opposite way. Vega's obeying? Good. Of course, I get a grenade thrown at me, but we're not gonna move.
Yeah.
Then again, they expect me to go up against that thing with the crazy rapid fire. And the stupid thing heals. They've made some sort of biomechanical turret. Out of ammo, of course we are. You know, let's go pistol. It's like Star Fox Blaster Pistol from the Super Smash Bros. Melee. There we go, we got it to blow up in his face. Man, how's there someone behind me? Pistol whip, yeah! He threw a grenade in my face and it hurt him. Good job, Vega. You idiot. I'll switch to shotgun now. God, these goddamn grenades.
Yeah.
I get ammo? Yeah, I did. The Avenger. So, like, the game said you're taking too long, that's why it showed that. Even though you're supposed to hunt it down. Like, it's not supposed to tell you where the objective is, you're supposed to actually search the area. But it's like, huh, you've been on this mission X amount of minutes. That's too long. We're gonna help you, because you're bad at the game. Even though the whole reason I was doing that was to show off how cowardly and ineffectual the comms are. It's like ridiculous to just sit there and do nothing. Like, they want you to charge in against the enemy and just die constantly. It's like, well, that's hours in the game time. So if you're dying to the enemy, that's you playing.
As you wish.
Yeah, now you're obeying orders, you idiots. So, okay, that's just a wall. I thought you might be able to go inside that way. Okay, so...
That lab found footage of the Protheans.
Yeah,
Cerberus
there.
is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Okay, so we did that, then we countered them, okay. So I have to actually sweep the area, because I didn't get to do that. Okay, so that's just a painted wall. You know, it looks like it's an actual pathway. We actually checked inside the building, but I suppose we ought to do it again, just to be safe. We did the side mission, but there could... yeah, see, there's still loot, so... And with how you have to buy DLC equipment, we have to get as much money as we can. Grab all the ammo. Let's get another vision of the Protheans.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong.
So you said you're only 900,000.
For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
You're taking too long. Hurry back to the pod. Okay, yeah, we could do warp next stage. Increase force, damage, effect. Those are all really good. Yeah, why not? We're gonna have Liara with us and the Prothean guys, so we will get the chance to what you call it, do biotic detonations. So it makes sense. Oh, God damn it, he doesn't obey me. There we go. That was good. Right after we upgraded it.
Right away. Understood.
Go ahead with the cryoblast, why not? Okay, we're all good. There we go, made it blow up in his face. See, that's how it should go. Maybe I'm just used to using shotgun on these guys. But then again, like I said, I'm used to having the DLC weapons, so the DLC weapons just might have been that much better. Not to mention the armor, so I might even have a different armor combination. I just pushed the command for... How are you dead, Liara, you idiot? I'll throw a grenade at these guys. I'm pushing the button and it's not obeying me. Like, I just got screwed twice there. And the grenade didn't even work. Their shield should have went flying. There we go. And more of you guys?
Objective acquired.
Oh, pistol. Because honestly, submachine guns kind of suck, especially since we don't even have a nice DLC one. So, yeah.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
So we have to actually, like, physically go around.
Right.
This might be the last mission for the night. I don't know. And then it's telling me, oh, hurry to the pod, you're taking too long. Like, shut up, game. Like, it gets pissy when I take my time in doing stuff. Is there no ammo boxes around here? Check inside the buildings real quick. I need ammo. Yeah, there's ammo boxes. There we go. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. You know, Liara, with your white armor, you look like you could have been Cerberus, so you need to change the color. I know white's kind of your clothing color, but you could change it to Alliance Blue just till we're done with Cerberus.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
So now we have to hold off against Cerberus. Get the cover. Wrong button. Liara, you're down already? Thought we were doing a good job in this fight. Oh, they're coming at us from the sides. Okay. Where are they? Good shot from that guy. Yeah, that's probably a good shot from the sides. I was going for the headshot and I went a little too high. Guess I'm not used to the recoil on the weapons, which they do a good job in this game. They make it a little bit more realistic. While the guns feel better in this game, they do add a bit more. You have to actually aim. You can't just like hold the trigger. Let's go for the melee. There we go, heavy melee. Shotgun, let's revive Liara. No. Same button syndrome. Vega, you doing okay? Well, Vega's over 1,000 health. Vega's crazy strong. So I guess that is one advantage to Vega. He's like the epitome of the soldier class. Really tough. Like, I imagine if I was soldier class, I'd probably have a lot of health too. Some Sentinel, I'm probably a bit softer.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
Well, shouldn't you be asking yourself? You're the only one who knows.
Building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
What direction are they coming from? Same way or behind us?
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Yeah, so the first time you fight a heavy mech is supposed to be a boss fight, but this obviously is not the case. So we'll get a cinematic scene with this. I think something like that happened in Mass Effect 2, didn't it? Like I was supposed to fight something like it was a boss, but we already fought like several of them or whatever. Vega, what are you doing point blank like that? You crazy? Obviously, this is fight overload's only level 1. It does pretty little damage. Fortunately, that's kind of all I got. You know what? I need a pistol. We're not that close. Not that shield. There we go. Shield down. Now you guys can hit it. Blast the damn thing. You know what? Go ahead, throw a grenade at it. There, go ahead and get my shotgun. It's that close. Ooh, he's about to melee me. Good thing I ducked. God, is Vega dead? Oh wow, I'm all by myself. Which isn't actually new. I'm dead. Grenade's gonna kill me. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, it's so annoying. They took all my DLC away. I know, you shouldn't rely on DLC. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't see why I shouldn't. I paid for it. Why wouldn't I use it? Like, it's how I played the trilogy. So I pre-ordered goddamn Mass Effect 3, came with pre-order bonuses. I used those pre-order bonuses. Like, my money was spent. I want to get my value out of it. Plus, it's how I play. I enjoy it that way. It's not like it's broken or unbalanced. It's just, it's more stuff, which you should start. Like, this game, you should have a running start. Like, how do we not have advanced equipment? Like, we're going in a war against the Reapers. Why wouldn't we have the best stuff? Like, I know that's pretty anti-video game, but my god. You want me to start at a disadvantage so there's a seemingly amount of progress throughout the game? Beyond stupid. Yeah, of course. Cover's basically worthless. Because of grenades. Like, why have a whole cover system when... Oh, it doesn't even work. And of course Liara's down already. I got nowhere to go. Like, they're everywhere. Like, see, I'm already dead, pretty much, because of this guy. And there's nowhere to go. Yeah, pretty much dead already. Because everything one-shots you. Even though I maxed out my health and shields, still... You die in like one hit, which is ridiculous. Like, our equipment's that bad, we're already gonna lose, because we can't even fight foot soldiers, and they want to fight Reapers. And you know, when you used to get headshots, their heads would explode. I wonder if they took that crap out. Well, no, it's crap that they took it out, it wasn't crap having it in. And they're all dead, because my party members are useless. And Vega, who has way more health and shields than me, is dead, which is garbage. Yeah, even though I'm in cover, he blows my shield. Yeah, blows my shield away. And then there's a stun. Of course there's a stun. God, there's nowhere for me to go! Like, I'm in cover, they're gonna throw grenades. I get out of cover, they blast me in one hit. Like, I don't know what the game wants from me. And they're everywhere. They're goddamn everywhere. Why does Cerberus think they need, like, all these weapons? Like, if their troops are so elite, why don't they just take down the Reapers instantly? Instant death. I can't do anything. Because of stupid shields. Like, I don't have any anti-shield ability. I can't do anything. It just goes for you. It's super fast and it's all powerful. Like, what do you want from me, game? Like, and these infinite Cerberus soldiers. Like, if there were so many of them concentrated in one bit, why couldn't the Alliance just take them out in a second? Like, okay, we'll send in the fleet. They're gone. Like, I thought Cerberus' thing is that they're sneaky. Like, that's the whole point. Like, they're a secret, shadowy organization. And they just keep coming. Like, the ads keep coming. How am I supposed to take down the boss without to deal with constant ads? Jesus. You guys better be dying out there if it's all over my ass. Good. Shields are down. Blast the goddamn thing. You wasted all your grenades already, Vega? Seriously? Well, I can't revive you, Vega. Oh, they're both down already. They die instantly. Useless. It shoots through cover. It shoots through 2 layers of cover. There's no ammo. Like, I guess I never actually played Mass Effect 3 on any difficulty other than normal. I know I said I never did a full playthrough of Veteran for 1 and 2, but I dabbled with the difficulty. Like, I've done a mission here or there on a harder difficulty, but I never did a full playthrough. But this case, like, Jesus, like, because it's called hardcore, not veteran in this one, and my god, the shield regens! That's goddamn stupid. So everything's gonna be a goddamn race against the clock. This is actually stronger than the Proto Reaper. Like, so for real, Cerberus, you guys, how do you not rule the world, or universe, or galaxy, or whatever? So, 2 layers of cover don't work, but that one beam does. Yep. That's like the thing. I finally find a safe place to shoot it, I run out of ammo. Hey, look where I got hit, but I'm still at the same health and shield, so that... I don't know why you get out of cover, Shepard. I didn't order you to get out of cover, stupid idiot. Finally, my god, that was such a bad boss fight. It doesn't matter, let's do this stupid thing. Yeah, now we can go do it. Burn through all my ammo and you guys died constantly. I almost died constantly. Well, thankfully grabbing this party member will help.
There, you got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Oh, blasting us with biotics, that's great. Mentally hopped into stasis during the Reaper invasion, so it makes sense that he's like, oh, hostiles.
Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
a few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
I'm surprised they left a space station or orbital platform or ship or intact to do a nuclear bombardment like that.
The bunker is secure. Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? Few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
So yeah, the Protheans' crappy VI systems are like, oh, we gotta sacrifice them to preserve power.
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
That's really cool.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving. But they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human.
So obviously he'll
I'm
comment on
surrounded
whoever
by
you bring with you.
It's not safe here. Will you
So it's
join
always
us?
gonna be Asari and
You
then
fight
blank
the
blank.
Reapers.
Yes.
Then we will see.
Like, you fight Reapers? Okay, I'll join you. And they touch to communicate and understand, so obviously a handshake would seem odd to them.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
Well, you should have listened to me 3 years ago.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
Well, that was weird. That was almost like a stutter.
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Goddamn Marines, calm down.
Protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Shut up, I'm your commanding officer. Clear the deck. Assume hostile. He came on friendly. Willingly and friendly.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
I need the renegade points.
We've never met one before. Nothing wrong with playing it safe.
You would respect other warriors, I would think.
Should we be worried?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
When do the Reapers lose? I mean, come on.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them.
So, like, they can read nervous systems, as he said in that earlier scene.
Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly
They
did I
got,
experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
They got the thing that the Abraham from Hellboy comics has, where he could sense things by touch.
Like your beacons.
Yes.
So more of that crap from the first game. It came back. Basically, and there's the stuff from 2.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction. Our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
I like Javik.
Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings.
You understood them? Nobody listened. The problem is the Council and the Alliance Command.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Yeah,
We have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art. Killing.
So effectively, he's Prothean Shepard.
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
So he's kind of like the Eldar. The Eldar from Warhammer 40k, kind of those exemplar type dudes.
Allies. Those who do not
Like the Avatar Kane and such.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing
So
to
obviously,
go to achieve that
Javik is a renegade character. Obviously, another reason why I like him.
Lies are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander. For now.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
So, you might not, like, expect it, but, Javik and Liara are, rivals in this game. So if they were in Mass Effect 2, there would have been that, like, loyalty mission post thingy with them.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
And it also explains how they were able to actually conquer the known galaxy. Like, that's the one, like, advantage the Prothean cycle had, is they had everything. Everything was claimed. The only reason they lost is because the Reapers are near unbeatable.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
That must suck. Like, you're born, hey, Reapers are killing us by the millions. You best survive.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper
Or good
attack?
luck surviving or something.
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the
Yeah,
galaxy.
they conquered
My
the Milky
studies
Way.
indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
I mean, that does line up with what Edie said about the Protheans. It's like, the Collectors are based on the group of Protheans from this area. So obviously, not all Prothean were the same species. But presumably, Javik is the primary Prothean species, but... We'll never know unless Bioware does a prequel or something. But I doubt they ever will.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
I mean, the whole point of Andromeda was that they were trying to get away from the trilogy and wanted to do something fresh, which I understand. The problem was that the game wasn't good.
I had no idea Protheans were so severe.
It was by necessity. Very early, we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence.
Yeah, AI is bad.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
And every other AI, it's not just Geth. Geth is just the notable ones.
It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Makes sense.
Did it work?
For a time, the Metacon War, we were turning the tide until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago in ways we could never imagine.
Okay,
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yeah.
Yes. Under my leadership, and
we saw Ilos.
Would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
I mean, that's literally what we're doing now.
Quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
We know that for a fact because of that one Prothean artifact we found in Mass Effect 1.
Potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
No, that was a good thing. He kept our species alive.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries.
Which is nice. 100 years war with the Reapers. Good job, guys.
When I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon.
Inusanon must have been the cycle before the Prothean cycle.
Whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
If only.
But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people.
Yeah, because the Collectors were the primary agents of the Reapers. They must have liked the Protheans since the Protheans gave them 100 years war.
There was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient
especially when the Empire shattered, so...
Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
I mean, I don't know if our cycle would last 100 years. We're getting wiped out really quick.
I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved?
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Javik, though I still need time to recover.
So yeah, this whole recover thing, he won't be usable till after a certain mission. I forget when.
We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
I think it's after we meet with the Solarian leadership. So it's gonna be a while. And then, yeah, we unlocked Prothean weaponry and such. I think we'll actually stop here. So we still got 2 side missions before we even move on to the go help the Turians. But we're gonna stop. Okay, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good things at all the usual locations, which would be YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Odyssey. If you want to see more than just videos from me, check me out at Locals and Getter. And since I mentioned it last time, Locals and Getter, completely free. It is where you will see announcements if a video isn't going to be posted, or a stream got canceled or isn't going to happen, or if there will be a bonus stream. Either way, go check that out to get news from me in advance. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till the next video and wait for me to give an announcement, which I will probably still do, but just making sure people are aware of the options. Alrighty, take care, bye for now.